Hi, Kevin here. Well, I'm in the mood for something sweet. So today, in honor of my sweet tooth, and also in honor of Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee, I'm going to fix a marmalade cake. Because what could be more British or more queenly than marmalade cake, right? Anyway, this cake is super moist, super delectable. I hope you'll give it a try. I'll go over the ingredients as we use them. All right, the first thing you need is an 8-inch by 4-inch loaf pan, and you want to butter and flour this really well, or do what I did and just spray it with baking spray. This baking spray contains flour. Also, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And then tip 1 cup, that's 212 grams, of regular granulated sugar into a bowl. And then add the grated zest from 1 large orange. Then roll up your sleeves and use your fingers to rub the orange zest and the sugar together. You want to do this until the sugar becomes fragrant. Of course, your fingers are going to become quite fragrant as well. There we are. And then I'm going to add 1 cup, that's 345 grams, of plain yogurt. And we're going to add 3 large eggs, and these are at room temperature. And we're going to add 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, which I forgot to pull out of my cabinet, so hold on, please. Yeah, that's 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. I'm so old that I don't have to use a measuring spoon here. And then you want 1/4 cup of orange marmalade. And I'm using this very nice orange marmalade from France. But I'm sure any orange marmalade would do the job. And then you want to add, well, first I'm going to whisk this. Just beat this all together. Yeah, you really don't need a stand mixer or even electric beaters here. A bowl and a whisk will do the trick. All right, oh, this smells wonderful, you guys. I wish you were in this kitchen with me. Okay, finally, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of safflower oil, or any neutral or flavorless oil will work here. Whisk that in. Yeah, this is a very simple cake to make. Simple and simply delicious. The lawn mowing people just arrived, so I hope they don't interfere with my video here. All right, now we're going to add 1½ cups, which is 190 grams of self-rising flour. Once again, whisk. And you don't want to overbeat this. Just whisk until the flour disappears into the liquid ingredients. It's okay if there are some lumps. Fear not the lumps. And our batter is done. So now you want to pour this into the buttered and floured or baking spray sprayed loaf pan. Oh, this looks good. And isn't this an easy cake to do? Grab my spatula here. We get all this goodness out of the bowl and into the loaf pan. Yum, yum, yum. All right. This is going to go into the preheated oven until the cake puffs and browns on the top. And that's going to take, 45 to 50 minutes, depending on your oven. While we're waiting on this cake, I wanted to tell you that I will put the list of ingredients in the description below. I will also include a recipe for making your own self-rising flour. All right, we'll come back when this cake has finished baking. All right, here's the cake straight out of the oven. Let me tell you, this cake smells as wonderful as it looks. It's got this beautiful citrusy perfume. So I'm going to let the cake cool on a wire rack, and then we can glaze it. All right, the cake has cooled and I've transferred it to this platter. So now we're going to make the glaze. What I have here is 1 cup of sifted confectioner's sugar, and then I'm going to add some freshly squeezed orange juice. Now, this is the orange that I had previously zested for the cake. And if you don't want to use orange juice, you could use Cointreau or Grand Marnier or some other orange flavored liqueur. You could even use just plain water. Anyway, that's 1 cup of confectioner's sugar, and I'm not sure how much of the orange juice this is going to need. Always better to put in too little rather than too much. We're just looking for a smooth but pourable glaze. Again, I will be including both US and metric measurements in the description below. All right, I think this is looking good here, so on goes the glaze. The glaze smells as good as the cake does. I'm going to let this glaze just drizzle and drape over the sides of the cake. Well, I think the cake looks a little naked, so I'm going to give it a little garnish with rose petals. Just a few. After all, this cake is not only for my sweet tooth, but for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Here's a close-up of the cake. I think it looks pretty. So I'm going to brew a pot of tea, and then we can go into the music room and enjoy a slice or two of the cake. And here we are, some tea. Now, this is Earl Grey tea, which happens to be Queen Elizabeth's favorite tea. I never met Queen Elizabeth, but I did meet her mother. I met the Queen Mother. It was on August 4th, 1999 at Claridge House. But that is another story for another day. It's time to cut into this cake. I can already tell this is super moist. Oh, look at this. Let me see if I can hold this up without dropping it. I forgot my fork. I'll be right back. Fork, cake. Yum. Hang on, some tea. Well, I hope you will give this glorious marmalade cake a try. You could serve it during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, or really any day for afternoon tea. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe, please tap the little bell icon to receive notifications, and please post a comment because I really love hearing from you. All right, thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.